I have a very bad problem with my tongue and side of my face, and they can't find out what is causing this, and I am extremely sensitive to medication. I have all the side effects that goes with all these tablets, and I just cannot take them. When you're in chronic pain, you get very tearful, and when I would go into an appointment, I would start getting upset. The consultant, by the time he had listened to me, would not have understood what I meant, and I would have forgotten to ask the relevant questions. And then my time was up. An advocate came in and was able to take down notes and ask the questions that I had forgotten to ask or was too upset to ask. And when we explained that it was an advocate, they had a different outlook on the whole problem. You really need to get somebody on board to help. If you find you can't do it yourself, you do need somebody to speak for you. And it's a sad thing because all the departments write letters, but that is not communication in my book. Communication is everybody sitting around a table, but writing letters backwards and forwards, the different departments don't see it. So it's if you have somebody who knows all your problems and can accompany you, like I had that assistance, it was extremely helpful. I'm afraid I'm no good at keeping things. I keep them very neatly and clean in folders, but other things I just write on a pad and then I have to go back through it, whereas the advocacy done it more professional for me, and I have them in a folder. So if I need to go to a new department, I can take this outline out that was done. And the one good thing about it is the books are not closed. Although your situation may change, they keep it on file. Whereas, if you've gone somewhere else and they've finished with you, then you can't pick up on it again. And especially when it's an ongoing problem, you desperately need that. It was wonderful that they were actually able to come to your home, which is very important, because if you're going into an office and you're trying to bring all these letters with you and you haven't got enough time, Lorraine was able to sit here and go through all my paperwork and take out the correct letters and do an outline, which the doctors were very impressed, because when I went in, instead of crying and saying I had been to these different departments, they were able to quickly go down the outline of the different clinics that I had been to, and they said it was very, very helpful, very professional. But that certainly wasn't down to me. That was down to the advocacy service. I wouldn't have been capable of doing it. I think it really helped me to give me my self-confidence and be able to deal with consultants and doctors, which I wasn't able to deal with before. I don't go in now to clinics and start crying. I still forget the correct questions to ask them, but I have my self-confidence back, and I go in with a totally different outlook than I did before. And one of the things that they have been prescribing has been a low dose of antidepressant, which is supposed to rectify the problem. And on a recent consultation with the consultant to get the prescription from the pharmacy, he put down on the form depression, and when I saw it I made him change it, because I said I am not depressed and I will not have that down on my notes. So he changed it to anxiety. I find a lot of organisations don't want to know and can't be bothered, but the advocacy have a totally different outlook on everything. One very important thing I think is the advocacy service needs to be widely advertised, because there is not a lot of people, there's a great deal of people who do not know about it. And the most important thing, I guess, is as you're a pensioner, every penny counts, and this is a free service.